Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jen and I love all things color. We talk about makeup and skincare. Today is my favorite topic in skincare, which is sunscreens. This is from a brand new brand, even to Sephora, I think. This is called Iris and Romeo. They only have like 4 or 5 products. Out of those 5 products, 2 of them are sunscreens, and you know that I would have tested, and yes, I did buy both of the products. I already tested. One is a primer sunscreen. It is SPF30 and it has no fragrance. The one we're going to be talking about is the moisturizer, which has a dewy coverage and it says it's 5-in-1 sunscreen. So sorry, skincare. So yeah, I already have my video on the primer sunscreen from Iris Romeo is called Weekends or Weekdays Skin, something like that. That's already up on my channel. It's a really good product. I will leave the link down below. Do not forget to check that and see how it applies on my skin. But this one is retails for 48 or 45. I think it's 48. And you get 1.2 ounce of product. That's 35 grams of product. I'm sorry, there was a little interruption and my camera's again giving me trouble. I'm sorry about that. So anyways, you get 35 grams of product. That is a lot. That is a lot of product for a sunscreen. But yeah, and retails for $48. I think that is a good value for money, to be honest. And let me quickly tell you that it is made without PEGs. It says PEGs. I'm not sure what that is. Parabens, phthalates, chemical sunscreens, sulfates, SLS and SLES, synthetic fragrances. So it says it is not made with synthetic fragrances, but it does have a scent. So I think they have probably added, and it smells like roses. So I think they probably added some kind of like a rose fragrance. And I have to say the zinc oxide is 21%. This is an all mineral sunscreen, just FYI. I'm so sorry. So this is an all mineral sunscreen, and the active ingredient is zinc oxide, which is 21%. That is a high concentration, my friends. That is a good it's a good concentration, to be honest. And this is made in the USA. I do not see the complete list of ingredients. I think it's somewhere inside the box, but it says it's made without synthetic fragrances. So I'm assuming it has some kind of like a rose, like petal or rose oil or something like that infused in it, because it smells so good. But fragrances in the long run is not the best thing for your skin, to be honest. So yeah, let's quickly do a swatch before I forget. This comes in a lot of colors. Comes in so many different colors. And if you like these kinds of videos, definitely give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. It really, and share. That is a bonus, to be honest, because it really helps out my channel and also shows my videos to like-minded enthusiasts, people who are hunting for skincare, for example, for sunscreens, people with darker skin looking for mineral sunscreen. It really helps my video out when you do subscribe and when you like, and sharing even more amazing. So let's do a swatch before we head on to and see. I have this on my face right now, so let's do a arm swatch before we head on to the demo part, where you can see what this looks like on my skin. You'll see a live demonstration. So before I forget again, this comes in a lot of colors, my friends, a lot of them. I picked the shade 9, and let's see what this looks like. So this is just like a container, and it has like a little stopper that I just took out, and this is like that is a lot. Okay, because it has that moussey consistency, it is pretty. Look at how opaque that is. That is a shade 9. I thought it would be like a perfect match, but it's not. It's just the tiniest bit lighter than my skin tone. I have to go at least 1 shade deeper for this. So I do not wear a foundation, so I'm not the best at picking out shades for my complexion. I probably get it wrong all the time. Especially for tinted sunscreen, it's always best if there are only like 4 colors. I know people say come out with more colors, but for me, an inexperienced person, it's better if they have just those 4 colors. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, it's definitely a little bit lighter than me, my actual skin tone. So if you have just a tiniest bit lighter complexion, shade 9 would be really good. Lighter than me, that is. I think that would be like a perfect match for you. But if you have my skin tone, probably you'd have to go further down after 9. So that's what it looks like. And as you can see, it doesn't have any shimmer, no glitter, and it has I think it's good coverage. It says it has a sheer coverage, but I think it's really good coverage. The demo part, you see how kind of like the final look, what it looks like on my skin and what kind of coverage it gives you. So yep, let's head over to the demo. Alright, let's see what this looks like on my face. So on my face right now, I have just moisturizer. Usually I slug my skin, slug it with Vaseline, but today change of plans, so I did not. So we're just gonna pull my sleeves back because I'm already ready for spring. I mean, winter just started, but look at my t-shirt. It's like rainbows and smileys, and this is actually a, oh my gosh, what happened there? It's just water. This is actually a Hello Kitty t-shirt, like big rainbows and smiley suns. Okay, I'm gonna get it out. And this seemed like a color match on Sephora's website. So let's see what this looks like. I'm gonna take a good liberal amount because it's supposed to be a mousse. It does have a scent, and this is not my right shade. As you can see, this is not my right shade. It's a little lighter, I think just a tiniest bit lighter than my skin tone, but I cannot wear this by itself. I really can't. And you guys saw I had like pimple. It hasn't disappeared, but it actually gives you a decent coverage, I would say, because I do have this hyperpigmentation here. Do you see that? Just like, that's not my contour. I mean, that's exactly where my contours are, but that's also where I have my hyperpigmentation right there. And that has kind of faded. That's what I was trying to say. Smells like rose water, actually, not like the perfumey rose, but you know how like rose water that you might find in Indian grocery stores have that very, that's like the best scent of rose, that rose water scent. It's like so mild, like you can just smell it all day without, like, it won't congest, won't cause congestion in your sinuses. That's the kind of scent I can smell even when I have a horrible cold. You know, the perfumes that I have or that I've collected here and there, I cannot bear to smell them when I have a cold. Like, just like my sinuses just won't allow it. Yeah, let's put some on my forehead. So far the application is quite good. No problems at all. It's just I unfortunately got the wrong shade. But that can be easily rectified by setting my face with powder, because it's not a very pale shade or anything. It's just the tiniest bit. It does leave streaks, as you can see. It's not like a primer or like a foundation consistency. Iris and Romeo has a primer sunscreen, which is actually a higher SPF, which I've already reviewed on my channel. I will leave the link down below. So that one has a more seamless finish because it's like a primer and it has a silicone consistency, which really creates that very desirable cosmetic like finish, you know. This one is more like a, you can see it's like really it leaves streaks and it's a little uneven, the application. So that's what it looks like. I'm gonna leave this for say 20 minutes and then I'm gonna set my face and then I will be right back. All right, I am back. It took me forever, and I did my eyebrows, I set my face with powder. Let me show you what I used. My absolute favorite powder is the Ciele Filter and Protect SPF 30. This is in the shade 3, so that's the one I always use. And mascara is the L'Oreal Butterfly Mascara. I love this one for the natural makeup look. If it's like a dramatic eye, I use a different one. And for my lips is Lisa's Eldridge's. She's my friend, I'm saying just Lisa. Lisa Eldridge's Velveteen liquid lip color in the shade Blush. It's a really pretty everyday color. It's so good. So, and on my face for the cheeks, I use the Hourglass Snake palette. I just use a big fluffy brush and just like dipped in all the blushes and just kind of like went on my cheeks and on my nose. So that is it. Let's quickly round up, and I wanted to tell you guys my final thoughts about it, and if I liked it or not. Will I repurchase it? That's the most important question, right? So the shade is obviously not the right shade, but after setting my face, it doesn't really look odd or anything, I would say. It doesn't look ashy or anything like that. And it's a good sunscreen, I would say. And I know it's marketed as like a, what's this? Skincare, dewy, like a moisturizer. At least the packaging feels like it's a moisturizer or like a tinted moisturizer, right? But this is, I would say, a normal sunscreen. That's what it calls it as well. So I guess, why am I confusing myself? I think the packaging is kind of like giving me the idea that it's a tinted sunscreen with a, tinted moisturizer with a little bit of sunscreen. But this is just like a fully regular just sunscreen, which is just tinted, and it comes in a lot of shades, so that is a plus. So you can mix and match or just find a different color. You can apply it looks like it's going to give you a sheer finish, but it's not. It actually gives you a good coverage, I have to say. And just like a sunscreen, it leaves streaks. There's a little bit of uneven application, so I would not put this on by itself and just head out the door. I would love to set this with powder before heading out and whatnot. What else? The application, because it's more formulated as just a sunscreen, the application is a little bit streaky, just like any mineral sunscreen is, to be honest. It's not like a seamless or very clear, like a finished look. It doesn't give a finished look. Like I said, it leaves streaks just like any sunscreen would. But their primer sunscreen, I will leave the link down below. It's actually, the application is absolutely seamless. It has that beautiful silicone kind of texture to it, and that makes the application very seamless and very cosmetically desired look. So I really like that one over this. Will I repurchase the glass container, the moisturizer, or the primer? I would definitely repurchase the primer because it's like a all-in-one look. You know, you get it's moisturizing, it's not drying, and it has sunscreen, and the sunscreen, the SPF is higher in the primer sunscreen. It's a SPF30, and the primer sunscreen has no fragrance, and this one has this rose kind of like fragrance in it. So yeah, I do feel this has some downsides to it, namely lower SPF, it has fragrance, and it's not as seamless as the primer from Iris and Romeo. I prefer that. And this is only like $2 less than the primer sunscreen. I think it's called the Weekend. That is called the Weekend, and this is called the Best Skin Days. So I really like the Weekend Skin primer sunscreen more than this, but this is also good, just FYI. So that is it. Those are my final thoughts. I really hope this video helped you make a decision. If you see like more sunscreen products, it's always a little bit confusing. So I really hope this video helped you make a decision, and I will see you guys very soon.